Freedom over fame. Freedom over fame. The cycle stays the same. Freedom over fame. Freedom over fame. Freedom over fame. The cycle stays the same. Freedom over cycle stays the same.
And if you're just now tuning in, Bills Mafia or Jaguars fans or NFL fans, it is the Sit Down, a Bills tailgate show right before the Bills are set to take place in Orchard Park for Monday Night Football matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. If you're just now tuning in, do us a favor, hit that like and share, join us here in the comment section, and make sure you are subscribed, following, and liked with notifications turned on so you don't ever miss any of the live versions of this show. We'll be live here in just a few moments, right here in the Sit Down, a sports entertainment show hosted by Sauce God, Modown, Rampart, and featuring a special guest from the Jaguars fan base, Kirby. All right, we are live here in the Sit Down, a sports entertainment show hosted by myself, the Sauce God, and featuring my buddy, Rampart. How you doing tonight, brother?
Let's go sports. It's going to be a great night here in Western New York.
And I'll tell you what, Bills Mafia, it is Monday Night Football, and representing out of Depew with the Zubazone 716 Sports Garden Memorabilia Store, my guy Modown. How are we doing this evening?
Fantastic. I've been waiting all day for Monday night.
You know, every time I hear that, waiting all day for Sunday night, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm not even waiting for that shit. Because last night's game was bullshit, right?
Oh
if you guys are just now tuning in, this is the Sit Down, a sports entertainment show covering the Buffalo Bills right here in the Sit Down Bills Tailgate Show. We're going to give you everything that you guys need to know as far as injury updates, offensive and defensive keys for the Buffalo Bills to come out with a victory tonight and getting themselves to 3-0. Also, way later in the show, we're going to announce our special guest that is coming on this weekend, as well as the following weekend, what I've got lined up for you guys. So you guys want to make sure you're following, subscribed, and liked with your notifications turned on so you don't miss the live versions of the Sit Down, which is also available via audio podcast the next day. But right here in the Sit Down, we got you covered with everything for Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Sabres, because it is a Buffalo doubleheader tonight, and I'm telling you, I'm fucking fired up for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play this introduction video and get ourselves started off here in the Sit Down. Feel free to join us here in the comments. We've got everything Bills Mafia and Jaguars fans really need to know going into Monday Night Football in Orchard Park.
Let's get this over with. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's simple, baby. Buffalo Bills football is heck, all right? And we tell you something.
I'm going to crack a cold one because since it's a tailgate.
Ooh, ice cold, Mike. Let me tell you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are live here in the Sit Down with Sauce God, the sports and entertainment show.
I'm whipping the sauce, I'm tripping, of course, I want it all. All of my dogs be running with God. Your mama, you holding your pennies and bra. Cause when I get whipping the sauce, you taking it off. I'm dancing on tracks like stomping the yard. We keeping it quiet, we moving the signs, but now we starting to riot. Yeah, keeping my eye on the prize. I got me a queen, we riding like Bonnie and Clyde. Trips to Dubai, the way I be blessing, I'm destined for changing my decimals. Decibels hitting the wave, I'm rapping incredible, splitting their head like a cantaloupe edible. Got me so high, I'm touching the sky. Of course, I give it my all. I'm whipping the sauce, kicking the door. But then we been here before. She ain't involved, well, she ain't involved. Taking my shot, even if down, we tying the score. Do your dancing, now twist, don't stress, don't trip. Whipping sauce real quick, stay dripping, sipping on cognac. Real tea in my veins, but you find that. I'm whipping it, watch it get saucy.
How you doing it?
I'm twisting and mixing them, shaking them haters right off me.
What you doing?
Yes, this is the Sit Down and Sports Entertainment Show, also available via audio podcast. We're broadcasting live normally Friday nights at 6:30, but also coming to you guys live for Buffalo Bills pregames. I am the Sauce God at Buffalo Sauce God for the social medias. Make sure you're following, like, subscribe, whatever it may be. And also join here with my guys, Rampart and Modown. And we're expecting a fan of the Jaguars who's been a few times in the Sit Down himself, Kirby. But we'll see if he's really going to be brave enough to come on in here. No, he's a great guy. He's got a great take on sports. He has a lot of respect for Bills Mafia and the Buffalo Bills themselves. So let's try to show him some love, but don't be afraid to talk shit to him and let him know what the fuck is really going on. All right, fellas. So, hey, the Buffalo Bills had themselves a great week too. We all know that. We talked about it last couple shows. All right, that's great. But now we have ourselves a really, really weird situation today. Because I'm telling you, I understand the Buffalo Bills are the favorite in this game. I think I last saw that they were a 5.5-point favorite with a 45.5 over under. But couple of the last seasons, we've had some really, really weird games. And even actual Buffalo Bills players were in press conferences saying, the last couple times you're in London, you're not necessarily, it's just different. There was something weird in the atmosphere going back to when Buffalo was a heavy favorite. I think it was at home and they lost 9-7. 16.5-point favorite. I knew something. I felt it in the air before the game started. So we have to get that out of the air. Modown.
I got it.
Talk to me. What's your game days look like? First off, let's get into this conversation. Modown. What game day are you kind of getting up, screaming, you yelling at, what's your game day routine like?
Definitely, dude. Get up, get the Bills gear on. Got my Allen jersey on. I got my Zuba shorts on. I got my Bills socks on, my hat on. I mean, it's full go from the jump. As soon as I wake up, man, I've been waiting all day for it. It's been busy as shit here at the shop. People coming in from all over the place. I love seeing all the out-of-towners and stuff like that come in. It's been fantastic, man. I just get ready and pumped it, just ready to go, dude. Definitely. And just a tip, I figured out the Jaguars juju that they got against us. So when we get to the time, I'm going to delve into that real quick on why they've had an issue with us. And I think today, and it's finally changing this season because something changed. And nothing changes if nothing changes. Something changed.
Modown, I fucking love it, brother. I mean, putting it just bluntly for you guys. I'll give you guys my game day routine here in a minute, but I want to talk to Rampart first because it's a Buffalo Sabres hockey day. I know this dude's more fired up than anybody in fucking Western New York for it. And also, he's fired up because the Buffalo Bills are playing Monday night. Your Saints have been playing pretty good. Derek Carr, for the first 2 weeks, was an MVP guy. I mean, obviously, hey, you're still in a good situation going forward. But what's your game day routine like for when you're really going to get in the fucking zone?
I usually put on some music as soon as I wake up because, MOE, music over everything. I mean,
ooh, nice.
So I kind of just, I kind of do my own thing on game day. I got to watch my football already. As you guys know, I'm a Saints fan. I always have been. Never will change, right? But I am a part of Bills Mafia. Don't ever get that twisted, all right? So right now I'm just excited, man. Like you said, waiting all day for Sunday night. Always, you know what I mean? Because this is Monday. It's a weird day. It's kind of thrown off. You got to go to work tomorrow. So, you got to get after the football tonight.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna run through with you guys what's like for me. All right. Let me go back to 2020 when the Buffalo Bills have their first home playoff game, and there's obviously something really brewing about Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs in year one, and it was an electric feeling, even though we couldn't go to games because of COVID. But there was something electric. I would wake up. I had a playlist on my Apple Music, boom, and I just shuffle it. Sometimes I'd run right through it in a row. And then I'm usually going a bunch, like walking around the house, just super fucking hyper. Like there's just like this ball of energy. That's kind of why when I came in the show tonight, I was like a little disoriented because sometimes I'm so fucking fired up. It's like a hamster wheel is just spinning, but the hamster hasn't gotten on yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just that fucking fired up for this. But then I got to figure out, all right, what's the plan for food? That's usually I figure out the day before. It's usually going to be chicken wings on game day, right? Which I'm going to have later on in the show, a sauce recipe and a sauce review right here on screen for all y'all again. And I'll tell you this much. I don't get hammered throughout the whole day. I don't do that. I don't really actually get hammered at all. Unless I'm at a tailgate. That's a different story. But, I get fired up and I kind of just get in the mindset where I'm going to talk shit to the TV and make sure that my boys are taken care of on the football field, right? Because if you know me, look at this. My guy Rampart's got a chicken wing right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy we need.
Hold out right the fridge, brother. Love it.
What do you got there, Rampart? Where's it from?
What do you got?
It's actually from Duff's, believe it or not.
Oh,
But medium is hot, buddy. Remember that.
And that's a great point because this show is sponsored and brought to you in part by Duff's Famous Wings, the best damn chicken wings I've ever reviewed. I'm not saying that there's places that aren't on par with them. I'm just saying it's the highest I've ever reviewed. Medium is hot. Don't forget, you don't have to ask for them extra crispy. If you go to the original, I don't want to hear that I went to Niagara Falls and they weren't as crispy. Shut up. Go to the original. Tell Joe Duff Sauce God sent you, and I'm sure that he's going to tell you, hey, enjoy some fucking wings. And also, this is brought to you by BuffaloSauceGuy.com, where you can get yourself some Sauce God merch. You can get yourself some sit-down merch. And soon for these guys, they're going to have their own merchandise options on there as well. It's print to order. Easy for you guys, right? We're going to also have to give a quick shout-out to our other two sponsors, Big Tree Inn, right next to the stadium. If you guys are at Big Tree Inn right now, tailgating, man, that's awesome. A great spot. Shred Reagan's usually over there. Great spot. Some of the best chicken wings Thursday nights. They got wing night. And also Louis Bar in Attica, home of one of the best weck and wing combinations all Western New York. Great spot. Get yourself some great drinks, watch the game, play some pool, whatever. And don't forget the fucking best hobby store that's got some fucking sealed product in the fucking storefront. Right behind my guy Modown, Zuba Zone 716 Sports Card and Memorabilia Store. Go fucking Bills, baby, in Depew. Nice little storefront. This guy, I'm going to tell you, I'm not just saying it because he's my co-host. I'm saying Modown is one of the most legitimate business-oriented, but like friendly and willing to. He looks out for you. I made out like a fucking bandit with that whole the downtown trade. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that so much. But guys, check him out in Depew, New York. So back to my game day rituals. I got to also figure out the jersey situation because that's where I'm most superstitious. It's crazy to me that I honestly believe in my head sometimes that my jersey choice is really what's going to decide the outcome of the game. So I don't want to hear anything about the 4 Super Bowls. I wasn't alive yet until 94, so that don't count. But it's crazy that I get that superstitious. Bills Mafia, let us know in the comments as well. What are your game day superstitions and rituals? We are expecting Kirby to come in here in just a few moments as well. I think he actually just requested a code. Hell yeah, he did. So let me get my guy a code real fast.
Hey, Modown.
yo.
I want you to do something when he gets in here, all right?
Yeah.
I want you to stand up, and I want you to turn around and show the back of that jersey. Because one guy can wear that last name. Let's go.
That's right. So you're tapping into my kind of into what I was going to get into earlier. So do we got a minute, Sauce? Can I go real quick?
Oh, Modown, you've got yourself plenty of time. Of course, game the kickoff is at just after 7 on ESPN and local channels. Modown, get into it, brother.
So no racism or nothing here, but again, we have white Josh Allen, the quarterback. In the nether realm, they've got the black Josh Allen linebacker or lineman, whatever you want to call him. So
both beasts. Both animals.
He's awesome. He's the quarterback of their defense. The dude is amazing. So that's been our crutch right there, and that's been the problem is we have these two realms colliding. But now the curse is being broken because he decided to not want to be a Josh Allen anymore, and he is now Josh Hines Allen.
And I want to say this real quick.
There's not going to be any more of these bullshit 9-6 stupid games against these guys. That stupid debacle in London with them. These dudes are not going to have our number anymore. He went and changed it, broke the curse, made it easy for us.
So we are actually expecting him at 6 o'clock. He'll be in here at 6 o'clock. So we're going to get into a little bit of roundtable discussion. And like I said, feel free to be relentless on him. Have some respect for him because he's a good dude. He's really. Listen. I don't let people come in here if they're going to just be absolute assholes.
No,
Kirby is a great asshole. You know what I'm saying? He's a great asshole.
We were busting his balls a lot the other day, man.
He will bust yours right the fuck back, man. You got to love Kirby down there.
Yeah, he's good.
Also, ahead in the show, we're going to have the Lowdown with Modown injury report, which we're going to have the updated injury report for the Buffalo Bills and Jaguars ready to go in a little bit. Also, our offensive and defensive keys to the game is still to come, as well as getting saucy at the very end and Ramparts Rally and much, much more right here in the sit down. Make sure you hit us with a like and a share. Join us here in the comment section as well. So back to this whole what happened to the last two times that we played them. All right, so I woke up and I just looked at the spread 2 years ago or whenever it was, 2021, I think. It was 2021, yeah. And I go 16.5. There's just something weird. And when there was a Tre'Davious White, I think, made a play. It was like 4th down. They're going to punt the ball. They might have went for it, and we didn't. And they didn't get it. But they come back from commercial break like 2 minutes later, like a good 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden reversed the call, and there was a penalty on Tre'Davious White. At that moment, I said there's just something fucking wrong, and we all know we lost 9-7. It didn't matter. We made the playoffs and we did what we had to do, but it was just still a fucking weird atmosphere. Then we go to last year in London. I think that kind of carried into it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Where it was kind of maybe in the heads. And when you're Brit, you're in London, it's different. You know what I mean? You don't know the locker room. You don't know what snacks. They don't even fucking know what beer they're ordering possibly. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't the normal situation as to just playing in Jacksonville per se, right? And let's be honest too. You know, the Jaguars have a squad. All right, they've had a squad, but I really think that juju is going to come out of the air tonight. Modown, you know, you talked about that for a second. We're expecting Kirby here at 6 o'clock p.m. The game takes place a little bit after 7 p.m. on ESPN local channels for you guys out there that are watching. And if you're watching right now, join us here in the comment section as well. So, fellas, I think it's time to kind of get into a little bit of the offensive and defensive breakdown for the Buffalo Bills and that's what we think that they're going to come out and do tonight, because we all know their offense has a much different identity in the sense that, like Modown, I think you said kind of last time, it almost lacks identity, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's go ahead and let's get into our defensive breakdown. Modown, I'm going to let you take it over as soon as we come out of the video. Let's go ahead. 12 Gauge backstage, by the way, our producer. Shout out to him real fast. Let's get into pain trains and get into some defensive breakdowns for the Buffalo Bills against Jacksonville for Monday Night Football. Bada bing, bada boom. Modown, tell me what the Buffalo Bills defensively are going to have to fucking do to win against the Jaguars on Monday Night Football and get to 3-0.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Same thing with T-Law. Put some pressure on him, and it's going to make it happen. Our secondary, man, again, super excited about the way they played against Tua. Our defensive line, let's get at him. Let's break that skinny little bastard in half. That tall, long-haired son of a bitch. Let's just fucking destroy him. I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to put a lot of pressure on them. I'm not worried about their run game. So it's going to be, we're going to win it at the line. The back end will take care of the rest.
I love that. And I love how you started off pressure, pressure, pressure. By the way, Archie Capitale, you know, said, what did he say? He said Jags by 10. You know, Archie, you're a ball buster, pal. I got some things I could say right now, but I'm not going to because I'm just not going to. Rampart, talk to me, brother. What do you think the Buffalo Bills are going to have to – the three things that the Buffalo Bills defense has to do in order to come out with a win tonight?
First, 4-man pressure. Don't send everybody. Space it out. You don't have to win the game in the first quarter, all right? I mean, second thing, play a shell defense. Don't let them get over top. Gabe Davis knows what you want to do tonight. He's been playing against that defense for 5 years now. He knows what you want to do at this point. Don't let him dictate the flow of the game. One other quick thing. Trevor Lawrence, you got to get after that right arm, man. You have to. You got to hook him, dude. Just going back what you said about Alan Hines. We used to have a Hines, and where'd he come from? The Colts. So give him the good old hook and bring it in, buddies. Let's go.
I think that both these guys nailed it right on the head. There's one thing I could say about Trevor Lawrence, though, is that even though he looks like a hippie, you know what I mean, it doesn't necessarily – he can play. He's a great quarterback. He got paid a lot of money. And he can beat you with his legs, not necessarily the same way that Josh Allen does. The Bills' Josh Allen, by the way. He can beat you with his legs. He can make a lot of throws on the field that not every quarterback can make. And I think his leadership skills are definitely there. I don't know if the Jaguars franchise is trending in the right direction at this moment, because it seems like they've kind of taken a couple steps backwards after their playoff appearance a couple seasons ago. I know that it's a tough division, but overall, hey, it is what it is. Defensively, the Buffalo Bills are going to have to do this. Tyler, Rampart, I love that you said they don't have to win in the first quarter. They did win in the first quarter against Miami, basically. They took the fucking air out of their wings. But that's something that's true, especially in a game like this where you have a team that's 0-2, not wanting to go 0-3 because their season could just be that much more of an uphill battle at that point, right? You got to stay hungry on defense. Don't take plays off. That's number one, what I'm going to say. Number two, make use of the opportunities to get the ball turned over like we did against the Miami Dolphins. You're not maybe necessarily going to get all those interceptions, but who knows? If you make the best of the opportunities, like a batted ball in the air, an easy pick six, you make those plays happen.
Right.
You know, you don't make the mistakes.
Right.
and playing mistake-free football, just playing sound and being poised. I talked about this against Miami. It's the same thing. You want to be week in and week out, the same mindset, no matter what. You might come at them with a different approach, but the mindset should never, ever change. You should be trying to go at their fucking throats every fucking play. That's something I think is really going to be an essential part of this game. So let's go into our offensive breakdown of the Buffalo Bills and what we think they are going to have to do to win this game right here in the victory formation in the sit-down with Sauce Guy, Rampart, and my guy, Modown. Let's go. Rampart, what the Bills going to do to win offensively against the Jacksonville Jaguars in a pretty, really elite defense in their front seven as well?
I think you got to be happy, man, because every time I've ever seen Josh Allen be happy is when he's hitting the green on a par 3, okay? I mean, you got to go out there. You got to have fun, man. If you don't have fun, you ain't going to do nothing. You need the 2 tackles. You need them to take a step, find their footing, because that pass rush is going to rush on you tonight. They're going to try to get Josh on the ground. They're probably going to run a lot of contains. So this is back to Brian Moran's speech, okay? You got to go out there and shave his head once in a while.
So now joining us is, of course, representing the Jacksonville Jaguars at this present moment tonight is our guy, Kirby. And Kirby coming in after work. By the way, we're honored to have you. You and your Starlink internet. But, brother, how is it going down there in Jacksonville? How's it in the air?
Yo, can you even see me?
Yeah, you look like Steve on Duff.
Man, you got something on your face.
Oh, yeah, I just got some swag, some swag.
Is that John Cena?
Get the table!
Kirby, so overall, brother, how are you feeling? I mean, you're down 0-2 in the season, and then believe me, I'm not talking shit right now. I'm not. That'll come in a bit. Sure. You guys are 0-2 right now. You're hungry. Your defense has played well. Offensively, your offensive line has not played exceptionally well this season. What is your feeling coming into Buffalo where it is not easy to come away with a win?
I mean, we always play tough every time. And, dude, I don't know about you guys, but did you just see what happened this weekend? Like, most of the favorites lost. Like,
it happened last weekend too.
Yeah,
it's like the script was flipped. I mean, it was the complete opposite day. So anything could happen. I don't know, but I'm predicting 27-24, something weird like that. Jags up.
Okay, and speaking of, he's got 51 points, meaning the over would hit. So we'll also give you guys some free betting picks, props, and all that shit for Monday Night Football's doubleheader because, of course, not just the Buffalo Bills and Jaguars are playing, even though that's the only game that fucking matters tonight. There is another game on tonight as well, and that's, hey, we'll have some picks for you guys as well. Make sure you're old enough to legally gamble where it is legal to do so. We do not encourage or endorse any illegal or underage gambling of any sort. Bet and play at your own fucking risk. You lose, don't come and tell me I lost. Believe me,
you guys said this is a sure bet.
Exactly. Modown, I'm curious too to see what your picks are. We're gonna give you guys our spread picks, our over/under picks, and also some prop picks as well for you guys out there. And I'm just saying, some people have won some fucking money based on our picks. I'm just saying. So stay tuned for that. Also, still ahead of this is also our Getting Saucy wing review and a little bit of a sauce recipe for all y'all out there. It's a little Buffalo special that I learned from a Union Pub right there in downtown next to Salins Field. One of my fucking favorites. Great fucking place. So joining here with us is our Jaguars correspondent, I guess we can call him. Good friend of mine, a great person, and Bills Mafia, like I said, you guys got to give him some respect. You guys can talk shit if you want, but he is a good dude, and I'm happy he's here joining us because he just rushed home from work to get in here and talk.
Kirby, tip your mic down a little bit, Kirby. We can't see you.
Okay.
Appreciate you guys.
There you is.
You got to go down more.
There you go. Hey, guy.
Hey, I want to say something real quick, though. Just because the favorites lost, it means you lost. It's not the script. It's because you picked them.
Yeah, that might be a factor.
Hey, have you ever heard scheme over team?
No. Say what?
Scheme over team.
Bro, I mean, I picked okay, so let's go. I don't know. Tony has me on Snap. You saw I had a 16-leg parlay. 15 out of 16 hit. All I needed was one stinking more field goal from Atlanta. Just one more from Atlanta.
Brutal.
Hey, guess what,
Oh,
dude?
so brutal.
I want a 12. This is no shit. I want a 12-leg parlay, all hockey. Hit it. Put $10 down, won 244.
Nice.
I mean, I know what it's like
Wait.
to hit a big one,
Wait. How many legs?
12.
And you put how much?
12. Fuck, that wasn't even meant to happen,
pretty
bro.
low return on a 12-leg parlay.
Holy fuck. Because I'm just saying, fucking dog. Like, Tyler knows his shit. And, of course, Bills Mafia, don't forget there is a doubleheader of hockey and Buffalo Bills Sabres and Buffalo Bills football tonight. It's a great fucking night. It's a rainy night, and it's fucking humid like it would be in Florida. What the fuck, Kirby? We don't want your humidity. Keep that shit down south. 93% humidity. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I mean, I rushed home. I still have the swamp ass, man. I know all about it. It freaking sucks, man. I'm just waiting for that fall weather.
You
man.
fucking
It can't come soon enough.
Hey, guys, if you're out there watching us and you haven't already done so, do me a favor, hit that like and share. You're live here in the Sit Down, a sports entertainment show, the Bills Tailgate Party, right here on my Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Make sure you're following, liked, and subscribed at Buffalo Sauce God, Anthony Bomasudo on Facebook with those notifications. Turn the fuck on so you don't miss exciting content and exciting, informative news for your beloved Buffalo sports and everything sports entertainment right here on Facebook and YouTube. So we're talking with our guy Kirby. We're talking myself, Rampart, and Modown. Basically, I just want to say, Kirby, you know, I don't have a sense of worry about this game, but I really expect this to be a fucking dogfight. I don't know if it's going to be a high-scoring match. I really think that this is going to be a dogfight. It's a little bit of shitty weather in a sense. It's a little rainy, a little slippery. I do think it's supposed to clear up, though, Modown. You have a little bit more of an insight. You're out there closer to Orchard Park. What's the weather currently looking like?
Yeah, definitely. It's actually not too bad out here. It's a little gloomy and such, but I'll pull up my weather app, honestly. No, it's not saying anything about rain. We should be clear for the game.
Dude, it's beautiful. Fall outside. It's going to be a slick game out there for your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Is this not the best time of year, fellas, or what? I mean, I'm asking all three of you.
No, it's beautiful, dude. Apple cider's in the fridge. Believe that.
Apple cider, bro.
And I'll tell you what, man. It's not only is it the wet. Listen. I love summer. The vibe is great. Whatever. But like fall time, I love the weather better. I like it cooled off. I like some fucking good food, chicken wings, whatever the fuck it may be, and of course Buffalo Bills football, which is just nonstop excitement and absolutely energizing right here.
Don't forget about the Buffalo chicken wing dip. Don't ever forget about Buffalo chicken wing dip.
I'm getting a chicken finger sub tonight for dinner is what I just decided to go with.
A chicken finger sub? All right, so wait, where from, Modown?
There's a pizzeria right down the street from my shop. It's called Grasso's Pizzeria. They're partnered almost like with Bella Pizza. The two of them are like the same family, and they're solid, man. On point. One of the best pizzas in the area, no doubt.
I like it. So, Modown, I think we should have a really most up-to-date injury report probably available to us now. I think it's with an hour, just about an hour till game time. Modown, what do you got for the Modown injury report with the lowdown with Modown?
Honestly, guys, no news is good news. Nothing's changed since last week. Same two dudes are out. We got Bernard out, obviously, and Taron Johnson. Other than Milano, of course, who's on IR. Josh has got the glove on his hand, probably still taped up. Don't truly know what happened to him, if he broke some fingers or popped the shit out of place when he landed on it. But nonetheless, that's it, man. Two guys, Taron Johnson and Terrell Bernard, the only guys out. Everybody else has been full go in practice.
And that is good news. I do know the last I heard about the Jags was that Tank Bigsby was questionable. Evan Ingram was out.
Ingram's out, yep.
And so basically, hey, no news is good news. I wanted to make a comment real fast. Terrell Bernard is not expected to be placed on IR. Sean McDermott was quoted as saying he see him going in that direction. So
it's not because he didn't tear the pectoral. It's just a strain, so there's no surgery needed. So if all goes well, he might be back in 4 or 5 weeks is what I would have guessed, man. But that's a tough one. They use that to tackle. I mean, your chest is serious. So we'll see.
Hell yeah, man. So that's good for us, Bills Mafia. We will be welcoming back Gabe Davis into Buffalo for his first game against the Buffalo Bills in his career. We did draft him in 2020 with a 4th-round pick. And I've talked with Kirby about this before, that when he got him, I said, hey, you guys got yourselves a good pick. I mean, that guy out of free agency, you guys gave him some good money. He earned it, though. He had some big games, and he showed so much potential. I just wondered, Kirby, are you guys going to use him as the number one option for Trevor Lawrence tonight with no Evan Ingram? and the whole situation with the offensive line. What are you expecting out of Gabe Davis tonight?
I would say,
That sums it up right there.
Hey, I love this right here. Go Bills, because it's all about the fans, baby. It's all about you. If
Bills
you're in
Mafia,
there
we
with
fucking
them,
love
they're
you.
in there with you. So let's go Bills.
it all depends. I mean, okay, I want to say that, okay, maybe everything goes right. It's a friendly game. It's not a revenge game. He's like, and he comes out and he plays, wide receiver 3 for us and barely does anything and shakes hands and hugs everybody after the game. Or, I don't know, maybe he happens to walk in and he just, has had a bad day and a fan happens to say something dumb or something and then he just snaps, and then it's just a revenge game and he goes off. I don't know. I either could happen at this point.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think, like Rampart said earlier, Gabe knows this defense and stuff. I don't think he does. I think with the new defensive coordinator, I think it's a different defense.
It's a much
and
different.
We know Gabe. Gabe's he's a one-trick pony. He's one-trick pony. He can't run routes. Gabe is down the line, or he's going to block. And you guys, who do you even got for a running back?
Travis Etienne.
Okay, he's been subpar this season.
Hey, hold on, buddy. He's my fantasy running back right now, so it's like I don't want to talk too much trash about.
Hey, I want to say something here though.
Yeah,
friendly. We ain't coming out here friendly. We're in between the lines on the gridiron. You ain't coming out friendly. So that alone, right there.
Him and Mitch Morse will get a little clap when Morse comes out. He'll get some love. Gabe might get some love, but after that, it's off, man. You're the enemy.
Oh yeah, the being friendship.
Hey, did you hear what I did to Jack Eichel? Did you hear what I did to him? Let's go, buddy. Let's get fired up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's Bills Mafia. Everybody getting fired up with us.
Drinking beers. This place has been in 7 years. Yeah, because I was in there fired up.
And Bills Mafia, if you're out there watching us, hey, do us a favor. Join us with some beers. Join us with some joints, whatever you may. Smoke them all, drink them all, whatever you may got, because it is the Bills tailgate party right here in the sit-down on Facebook Live, YouTube Live with myself, the Sauce God, Rampart, my guy Modown, and as well as Kirby representing the Jacksonville Jaguars tonight. We still have some free betting picks to give you guys. We also still have the Getting Saucy segment later ahead, which is going to have a wing sauce recipe for you guys, as well as a wing review right here on camera with a little beer action, just kind of getting everybody absolutely fired up and ready to run through a fucking brick wall. Modown, man, what else you got to add? Anything that you want to throw in before we kind of break into some of the free picks and everything else we got going?
What else did I have here? Again, I think Josh is going to have himself a day. They do a lot of man-to-man defense. So I think that's going to give Josh an opportunity to kind of pick apart the defense. Hopefully Cook can keep himself rolling. Double agent number 4 is what I'm calling him. It's Cook, James Cook, you know what I mean? Kind of Bond reference, whatever. But I think that's going to work out for us, man. I think we should be able to pick their defense apart a little bit. Josh is going to spread the ball around like he's been. And I think it's going to be I think we're going to beat them. Sorry, Curb. I think it's going to be like a 30-10. Why I don't see you guys are any better than Miami, and what we just did to Miami, dude. I don't know.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Is it doesn't necessarily. All right. Here's my thing. And this is kind of to go to Kirby's, I guess, to side with him in a sense. That doesn't necessarily matter. Miami, we know. Jacksonville right now is a different look, and they're hungry. And listen, I expect the Bills to win. I'm sorry, Kirby. That's what I anticipate. I don't know if I see them covering the spread. I'll just say that before we give any free picks or anything like that. But I do see this Bills offense. Like Tyra said, Josh Allen is happy. And so that's what we want to see. We want to see that look of poise. This guy's on top of the world. He's got his fucking billboard up on the Statler Hotel in downtown Buffalo. Is it in you? I mean, that's the kind of shit that kids dream of. You know what I'm saying? And right now, he is admired in the locker room. He is the leader of the locker room. That was never the question if he was the leader. But right now, he has stepped into that role that much more because he is free to not have to think about just where I got to go that way with the football this time. No, spreading the football around, utilizing your players as best as you can. There's a lot of different ways the Buffalo Bills can make plays and they can get production and how they can beat teams. Kirby, I'll tell you this. Your defense looks great. Your front seven is elite. Josh Allen, the real Josh Allen, he actually said about how elite that Jacksonville front seven is. Sean McDermott did too. What do you think about Jacksonville's front seven versus this current Buffalo Bills offense?
I think it's about dead even. All right, and I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. We have some talent. We do have a lot of talent up front. They can get to anybody. I mean, it all depends on how, I guess, they show up to a game. I don't know. The coach impressed Taylor. The offensive line, like I've mentioned in the past on this show, those are my question marks. Defense and that line is not a question mark for me. They're one of the better ones in the league, if you ask me.
Listen, I'm going to say this because we were talking about the offensive victory formation a little bit before you actually got in here, Kirby. So myself and Modown are going to give you guys some takes on the Bills offense, what they got to do. I honestly think the biggest thing that we have to do here is we've got to just come through, and it doesn't need to be James Cook this week. I think a lot of people now are going to be kind of looking at James Cook, right? We just lost Kirby. It turns out he does not want to hear what I have to say about the Bills offense. And he probably just had some internet technical difficulties. We expect him to come back in here in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. So our guy Kirby's got some good takes. I got to give him that. So overall, what the Bills offensively are going to do this week, I think it's going to be a little bit more Josh Allen this week than we saw last week. And I see a little bit of the run game being involved out of him because but I also, Modown, there's a part of me that feels like an elite passing game is on the horizon. I'm not saying that's guaranteed tonight, but I'm saying I feel like that's on the horizon because he's had so many games where it's well-rounded in a sense. He scores a lot of touchdowns, but we haven't seen like that fucking throwing for like 400 yards type shit, 5 touchdowns kind of shit, right? We don't need that necessarily, but I have a feeling, though, that it's like on the horizon. You have one fucking big play go to Khalil Shakir. He could fucking throw 10 passes this week and maybe throw 300 yards.
Coleman.
I don't know. I know it's bold. But, Rampart, back me up here. What do you think? Is it possible Josh Allen absolutely goes berserk, and has that kind of fucking Madden football type fucking football night? I'm just curious.
Well, I was going to get to that because you already know me, buddy. But you know what I would do if I was the Buffalo Bills tonight?
Give me free tickets.
I would not let the offense win this game. Hot take here. Because I think, like you said, the ball's a little slick tonight. It's a little chilly out. Those Florida boys ain't ready for it. I mean, I really, truly think Russo is going to have a game tonight, dude. Yeah, I think he's going to show he's an absolute dog on that defense.
Yeah. I'd love to see by the way, Bobby Warren is my mentor. He's a Patriots fan, but he's a great dude. He longtime viewer and good friend of mine.
Funny.
And by the way, too, see this late show. He's got some good takes there. He says, "What are the odds that Trevor Lawrence comes out of the game?" I don't want to see Trevor Lawrence come out of the game for injury. I'd like to see him maybe come out of the game because the Bills are blowing him out. All right, but if Mac Jones comes in the football game, I'm going to make sure I talk shit about him for at least the next 4 podcasts. Just saying. I'm just saying because obviously you guys know I do not like Mac Jones. I don't want to use the word hate, but yes, I do hate him. All right. I'm sorry if you guys take offense to that. Whatever. Fat boy Mac Jones, who is the weakest link fucking video of getting leveled by Chandler Jones, it's fucking one of the highlights of my whole week. Just watching that same clip over and over. So if Mac Jones wants to come to Buffalo and try to fucking cook some Jaguar, go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, go home. We had Kirby just lost connection, so we're going to go ahead and get back into a little bit of our takes. Let's go into our next segment here of I'll Take That Action. A little bit of Monday Night Football picks and props from Buffalo Bills and Jaguars game, as well as maybe the later game as well tonight. Let's go ahead and get into some I'll Take That Action. Yeah, hey guys, life is too short to bet the under. I don't care if it's 59. I don't care if it's 67. You gotta ride the fucking over.
This is fucking ridiculous. We need a fucking touchdown. The stakes are high for these ones, boys.
Over-unders, give me points. Man. All right, so I'll Take That Action. Free picks and props for the Monday Night Football action is brought to you in part by the BuffaloSauceGod.com website. It is 617 right here in Western New York. So we're going to give you guys some free picks. Like I said, bet and play at your own risk where it's legal to do so. We do not encourage or endorse any illegal or underage gambling of any sort. Again, bet and play at your own risk. Good luck to you. So I'm going to tell you right now, I do not see the Bills covering 5.5. It is as low as 4.5 on FanDuel. So right away, that kind of says to me something that's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And then we go to the over-under. It was 45.5 earlier. Now it's 46.5. That tells me that people think it's going to go over, obviously. We're seeing how the money's moving. The Jacksonville Jaguars are a plus 205 money line. The Bills are -2, as low as -225 on some sports books. I see the Bills winning. I don't know if I see them covering 5.5. It has now moved to 4.5 for DraftKings, which tells me right there. So if it's 4.5, that's a little bit trickier. I'm not entirely sure. But hey, all right, whatever. I'm gonna say the Jacksonville Jaguars cover the spread. I'm gonna take the under. I don't want to take the under. I hate you heard me in the video. Life is too short to bet the under. You gotta ride the fucking over. But I honestly think there's a chance that it goes under. And maybe it's because the Bills blow them out. Who the fuck knows? All right. I'm just saying. Then I'm going to give you guys a couple prop picks. And then I'm curious as to what Modown's got. Rampart, if you want to add some picks as well, brother, I would love to have it in there. Josh Allen right now is -120 to go under 236.5 passing yards. I'm going to say over. I'm going to give you all the over on that one. I'm going to also give you guys one rushing prop. And I think Travis Etienne goes over 49.5 rushing yards tonight. That's my pick for the Jacksonville. You got to throw some props to the other teams sometimes. No pun intended. So those are my free picks for picks and props. Modown, what do you got for us, brother?
Well, I just logged in. I'm taking the Bills to win the game, just a standard money line. Kincaid to score a touchdown and Coleman to score a touchdown. We haven't seen one out of either of those dudes, so that's what I'm going to go with. I definitely think the Bills will cover that spread. So I'm honestly, I think it's going to be a 2-touchdown game. Really, that 4 points, 5 points ain't going to help anybody.
I think I'm also going to give you guys one pick for the later game, too, which is the Washington Commanders in Cincinnati. Washington's offense is not as bad as people think with a rookie quarterback in Jaden Daniels. I'm going to say Terry McLaurin over 3.5 receptions is what I'm going to pick for you guys in that for a prop. And then I'm going to give you guys maybe one more here for the Buffalo Bills and Jaguars game as well. I don't really like to ever bet on Bills games. I'm just giving you guys what I think. Christian Kirk over 3.5 receptions. That's my pick for the Jaguars as well. I mean, I think Trevor Lawrence is going to complete passes, obviously, and it's going to come to somebody. Rampart, what do you want to throw in here, brother? Do you think the Bills can cover 4.5 points? Do you think it goes over 46.5? What?
I think the Bills force a turnover tonight. I mean, I could see definitely that happening. I also could see James Cook going for like 85. I could see him, something in there. Just don't, play at your own risk, Remember, you are made to win, but don't be mad if you lose.
Exactly. So those are some free picks that we give you guys every single sometimes in the show we give you guys free picks. Like I said, bet and play at your own risk. Good luck to you all. Hey, maybe win some money. Let us know. Send us pictures of your parlays or your straight bets, whatever it may be. Good luck to my guy Timmy. I know he's betting, obviously. He fucking bets on darts at 3 a.m. That's my guy right there. That's my fucking guy right there. You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna go into the Ramparts rally, which I want Rampart to get, because there's a reason he's right before getting saucy. Because this dude can get me fucking fired up beyond me getting myself fired up. You know what I'm saying? So, Rampart, I want you to go ahead, brother. Your segment every single week, your spotlight. Take it over, brother. Let's get it.
Hey, man. We've always had times, right? I mean, I want you to be skateboarding in the streets. I mean, I want you to be having fun, like I said earlier. I mean, I can't really get too fired up. The Buffalo Sabres are playing. I ain't watching it right now because I'm doing this for y'all. So listen, I am very excited for all sports. Basketball is coming up. The Rochester Royals were here at once. You know what I mean? So let's get fired up tonight. Let's, Jason Kelsey's out there with his nipples out. I love it. Ryan Fitzpatrick showing them up.
I fucking love it. And that's the kind of energy we need, fellas. It is of course, a Buffalo doubleheader, Monday Night Football doubleheader. So I have it on one, I have the one on the one TV, but I won't watch it. Even if it's on commercial break, I probably won't watch it because I will literally just be still talking shit to fucking Joe Buck and Trey Aikman. If that's who's commentating, I'm not sure if it's them or if it's Steve Levy and the other dude. I'm not sure the fuck. But hey, nonetheless, I can't stand commentators sometimes. But we're going to go ahead and highlight some of the top comments for tonight's show so far. Our guy coming in with the whole Mac Jones comment, Bobby Warren, I love you very much. God bless and go Bills. Nathan McAvoy said, let's go Buffalo, put the kiddies to bed. I love that. I also really think that this was a great comment as well from our guy Alex. Sorry, Gabe Davis. It's love, but it's war on the field. And hey, that's fucking the truth right there. And then also Joe Benzel tuning in for our guy, The Lake Show. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is Mo down here with Sauce God and Rampart right here in the sit down on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and also available via audio podcast wherever you may get your podcast from. Don't forget the show is sponsored by BuffaloSauceGod.com, the home of Sauce God merch, the home of the sit down merch. Great options for apparel. It's print out demand. I don't have that shit myself. They just print out demand, high quality shit, great stuff. Fucking get yourself some fucking merchandise while you can, because I'll tell you what, one day that shit's gonna blow up. And you say, hey, I wish I got that shit before it blew up. So we're going to go into another segment here of the weakest link, and we are going to talk about which player we think is going to be the downfall in this game for the Jacksonville Jaguars, because Kirby's not here anymore. Let's go ahead, Gage. Let's play that video, brother. The fact that Mac Jones is on the Jacksonville Jaguars, that's the only fucking thing I got to say for weakest link. Rampart, who is going to be the weakest link in this game on Monday Night Football?
Done. 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 Kirby.
Kirby. Stick to the home run derby. I'm a little thirsty because I got my blue light. Mo down, who do you got for the weakest link in this week's game?
I'm going to go with Gabe. I think we're going to shut him down today.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with Gabe.
13 is going to get shut down in Buffalo, man.
Yes,
I don't think he wears 13 anymore. I think he's 0 over there.
Whatever friggin' number he is. You know what I mean.
Oh, no, I'm talking myself because I love the number 13. That's my number.
I forgot that. Yeah, I think he did change his number. Yeah.
I think he's now number 3. Yeah, I think he's 0. I think.
Could
I'm not
be.
sure.
Perfect.
We're going to find out tonight, or maybe we won't because his number won't get called, I guess.
Perfect.
So let's go ahead into our final segment here of getting saucy here in a little bit. But I want to give a quick shout out to my girlfriend, number one, with the voiceover on the introduction video for the sit-down intro. It gets me fired up every single time we start the show off. Also, a quick shout out to the local recording artist out of Buffalo, New York, Mark Lee, for the Sauce song that he had said, hey, you got to have that for the podcast. Fucking love it and appreciate it. Gets me fired up. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors as well. The Zuba Zone 716 Sports Card and Memorabilia Store in Depew. That's my guy Jason over there. Modown, he's got you covered. Go check it out. Seal product, wherever the fuck it may be. Memorabilia, those stuff. Everything, you fucking name it. Great guy, great prices, everything. I just fucking did a slogan for your ass. I love that shit. That was like nice. I also got to give a quick shout out to Duff's Famous Wings, the best damn chicken wings I've ever reviewed. There are spots that are on par with them, but I'm going to say medium is hot. I'm going to ask for them to be extra crispy. My guy Rampart has got some wings right with himself right now, which he's got me fired up because I'm going to have some wings here in just a few moments. But also want to give another shout out to Big Tree Inn. Guys, check them out Thursday nights. Great spot. You might even run into a few Buffalo Bills players. It's a great place to see some. It's right next to the stadium. It's fucking vintage. And another shout out to Louis Bar in Attica, home of a great whack and wing combination. Sit down, have yourself some drinks. Tell Chad Sauce God sent you, and he's probably gonna say, "Please don't beat me in cornhole." He'll probably get a kick out of that one. Guys, I want to say also another quick shout out to our special guest that will be coming on this weekend. He will be broadcasting with me live, I think Saturday or Sunday. Kita Nakagawa from Tokyo, Japan. The Bill Samurai, the legend of the Bill Samurai, will be coming here exclusively into the sit-down to discuss everything about the Buffalo Bills right now, his fandom, how he became a fan, what the Bills NFL situation looks like in Tokyo, and what his actual first journey to Buffalo for his first Bills game ever was like last year. He did come over for preseason this year and actually spoke to the Buffalo News, I believe, on the Bills Backers Bar that he helped get started up and opened up in or he got acquainted with in the Bills Backers situation in Tokyo, Japan. First one. That's fucking awesome. I got a lot of respect and I'm excited for that. But I want to also give another breaking news update from myself from another special guest coming onto the show. Haven't mentioned it yet. It is going to be none other than Buffalo radio legend and voice of radio, Buffalo radio for a long time, Slick Time Tiberi, former 97 Rock DJ, the fucking 7 to 12 show, the open bar with Slick Time. He's going to be coming on next weekend as well. Great guy. I just spoke to him last night. He's fucking fired up. And hey, that guy's got a fucking voice. I might have the most Western New York fucking voice, but that dude's got the fucking sickest voice I ever heard. I mean, I literally heard his intro at 7 o'clock every night, and I got fucking fired up. I still have fucking the recordings on my Snapchat, my fucking my memories and shit. Like, dude, it gets me fired up. So Slick Time Tiberi will be a guest. And coming in early October, no confirmed date yet, is also current 97 Rock DJ Carl Redneck Russo, the 3 to 7 show, one of the true legends of Buffalo radio, and I honestly think of radio itself. I mean, they played his segments in other, like they had it playing in other states and other cities too. That's incredible. So he's gonna be coming on here. He's just incredibly busy, but hey, great stuff. Mike Frank says, Jason. By the way, I know Mike Frank. You know Mike Frank. Mike Frank, he does a little bit of sports guy. He's what are you? You're a Broncos fan, right, Mike Frank? Don't come in here doing the just because Bo Nix did all that shit. Because you know what? I want to hear it. We're not talking about it. It's Bills Jaguars tonight, Monday Night Football, and of course we have a double header. The Cincinnati Bengals are hosting the Washington Commanders. You know it's the Redskins for the other game on Monday Night Football as well. So we got a ton of action. The Sabres are playing tonight. That's what I'm saying, baby. It is the sit down right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Make sure you're liked, sharing, subscribe, notifications turned on with your comments coming flowing in. Hey, if you can't catch the live versions of this show, remember that you can catch this on audio podcasts, wherever you may get your podcast from the following day. So, hey, guys, let's go ahead and let's get into our final couple segments of Getting Saucy at Bada Bing. Bada Bing is the best thing that we heard in the show, and I want to hear what anybody else's comments might be. And also, we're going to go into Getting Saucy right here in the sit down, presented by Duff's Famous Wings.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Ice cold, nice, refreshing Labatt Blue on a fierce storm behind J817.
It's a cold front, is what that is.
I'm fired up this week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get you fired up. Bills Mafia, you want to hear me getting saucy this week? It's simple. Mac Jones and the New England Patriots, and also, too, the Miami Dolphins, and anybody that's got anything bad to say. Bills by a billion, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Bills. Getting Saucy is presented by Duff's Famous Wings. Remember that medium is hot. You don't have to ask for them extra crispy. They're fucking perfect, flawless. Great way to stop after a Buffalo Bills game, by the way. If you were a little too inebriated, if you feel like you're going to puke, great place to stop in and get absolutely fucking revamped because Duff's Famous Wings does it. And my guy Rampart's got him right now on camera. But also a special treat for all y'all is, of course, the Sauce God Wings of the week here in Getting Saucy. A little bit of I feel the seasoning of that fire spice that I got coming through right now. It's got my ass coughing, right? So let me tell y'all something about this recipe. Now, I'm more of a traditional hot, and you guys already know my signature sauce. I did it on the last pregame show. Okay? But when it comes to this, I had these at the Union Pub in downtown Buffalo, right next to Salins Field. So right there, that's a stop in and stay with it kind of place, right? They had Jester sauce. Like, what the fuck is that? It's a barbecue garlic parm, and I thought, wow, that's different because you got your traditional garlic parm, Buffalo garlic parm. You don't hear of a barbecue garlic parm, right? So I'm like, okay, I got to put my own twist on it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's just simple. Butter, full stick if you want, half stick, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. Then you got to cut up fresh garlic. None of that minced shit. I know it says minced in the recipe. I mean just minced finely. Don't get that jarred shit. Fresh garlic. Let it cook on nice low heat, right? Then you're going to add in some garlic salt, garlic powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning, okay? Let that just kind of simmer on low heat for a little bit, right? And you're going to take your just simple barbecue sauce, whatever it may be. I just use Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue. Easy, right? Put that in there. Then I put my special secret ingredient, which is a fire blend of spices that features a Carolina Reaper pepper, a Trinidad scorpion pepper, and habanero pepper, ghost pepper. It's an absolute fucking crazy palette of flavors right here. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. You guys already know, right? I have to go with the drum. I was going to go with the drum first, but nah, you guys already know. Flats or drums? I want to hear Mo down. Flats or drums?
Drums.
Flats, you already know, buddy.
I'm a drum guy.
Hey, and by the way, this guy can really cook the sauce now, so.
Flat, I do like a flat, man, but I definitely, the flat's got to be extra, extra crispy. That back fucking strap, you know what I mean? That back fatty piece there is really what kind of is just like, man.
Maybe eat the knuckle of it, really get in there.
Right.
These are fucking phenomenal. I'm not surprised, obviously. Because I made these before.
Spicy barbecue parm. Jesus.
Had it 100 times.
I fucking love this shit. So, Modown, tell me, what's the best place you've ever been for chicken wings?
I would probably say around this area, dude. It's called the 911 Tavern.
I know 911. Mm-hmm.
Their stuff is just absolutely insane, man. There's something about a small little place that takes cash only. and serves wings until they run out that day, you may show up and they don't even have them. So I would say they're probably
only two
one of
people
the
have been
top.
cooking their wings in the last like 40 years.
Yeah, they're probably one of the top ones that I would really say in this area. And again, just get the straight up medium. It's got a good spice to it and everything.
Now, Rampart, obviously I know you love Duffs. I'm going to ask you a different question. Honestly, you got to answer me. What is the most amount of chicken wings that you have ever eaten in one sitting?
26.
Okay. That's an honest number.
I don't even know. I've never really had that opportunity to just sit there and crush as many as possible.
I could eat 2 dozen.
I could probably
For sure eat 2 dozen.
I think now I could still eat 40 or 50 if I want to. I might get a little tired of eating, you know what I'm saying? But like when I ate 72, man, I was 12. It was all you can eat wings. And I'm telling you, I didn't eat nothing all day because I was so pumped. That's when I started to like fall in love with the chicken wing, right? And legit, dude, pounded 6 dozen like it's nothing.
And I will say, when we go somewhere, like we usually get like 60 wings, right? And usually, like you eat most of them. I like the fries. You know how it goes. I'm all about a good French fry, man.
Me and Rampart crushed in Allentown, Buffalo.
Killed it.
Gabriel's Gate. That's some great wings. I'll be honest though. As much as I'm going to tell you all honesty on this podcast, Duff's traditional medium is just off the chart. Like that's the standard for me, right? I'm going to be honest. One of my absolute favorite like tasting wings is Big Tree Inn. Their hot, wet Cajun, so fucking good. Even their dry Cajun, so fucking good. And they come super duper crispy. I mean, because for me, nothing in this world is possibly worse than a fucking sake chicken wing. I think that shit's criminal, right? All right.
Hey.
I'm going to give you all a little quick review. If you guys like barbecue flavored wings, that's a good way to do it. That garlic gives it a nice little bit of sweetness to it. You get the spice from that fire blended spices. That's a secret that I got. But you can use cayenne pepper. You can use a Cajun seasoning. That'll kind of suffice for it, but you're not going to get the necessary same flavor unless you have the same type of ingredients that I got for that fire blended spices. But I'll say right now, Union Pub, that type of wing sauce, I would say easily 9.2 because it just is, it's like it's so unique. It's an original thing. They even have some of the best. It's got a sign on it that says some of the best wings of Buffalo. And you got to love it, right? Now that I've done that, we're going to go in the final part of getting saucy. I'm going to slam a little beer. I'm going to tell you guys exactly why the Buffalo Bills are going to come out and get a victory tonight and get themselves to 3-0. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to find themselves in a little bit of a hole that they have to climb out of when they go 0-3, right? So, cheers.
Cheers.
All right. All that fucking weird atmosphere that fucking existed the past couple times playing, fuck all that shit. It's Joshua, the real fucking Allen. Hashtag let James cook. Hashtag we don't give a fuck. It is the Buffalo Bills in Orchard Park, Monday Night Football. You already know Bills Mafia. We need you to be rowdy. If you find yourselves down in the game, you fucking stand tall. You bolster up. If you have to get a beer, go get a beer. But don't be a bitch. Don't be a pussy. Stand tall in the stadium and show the Jaguars fans and the rest of the entire world of fans, especially to people like in Japan, like our guy Keaton Nakagawa that's coming on the show this weekend, what exactly it means to be a Buffalo Bills fan and be a part of Bills Mafia. It is Monday Night Football. It is an electric atmosphere. You have a chance to get yourselves to 3-0. You're favored to win the game. Go out and show that you're not just a good team, you're a great team. Because what do they say? Good teams win, great teams cover, right? So Buffalo Bills, go play your game. Don't fucking get down. And remember that you are the alpha male in this game. And it just takes one play at a time, one fucking drive at a time, one at a time. All right? And that's what I'm saying, Bills Mafia. We are here in the sit down on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, right here. Myself, the Sauce Guy, Rampart, and my guy Modown as well. Sponsored by BuffaloSauceGuy.com, Dust Miss Wings, Zone 716 Sports Card Memorabilia, also the Big Tree Inn and Louis Bar in Attica. Rampart, real quick, give us some final thoughts.
One love, baby. That's all I have to say. One love.
Modown, give us some quick final thoughts.
Bills 31-10. I feel the same kind of repeat of that. I think we're going to beat them up pretty good. Again, ready to kick some ass tonight. It's going to be beautiful.
I'm saying Bills 28-14. No. Bills 34-10.
Oof, nice.
34-10. All right, because you know what? That's what I'm saying, Bills Mafia, I believe in you. God bless every single one of you out there. Make sure you tune in with us next This weekend, you guys can see some updates on when we'll be live with our special guest, Keita, right here in the Sit Down on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and also available via audio podcast the following day. It's the Sauce God Rampart, my guy Modown, and we had Kirby, the Jaguars fan, here. Quick shout out to my producer, 12 Gauge, backstage with a rage you cannot contain. Yeah, let's baby go. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And also quick shout out to everybody out there in the comments, likes, and shares. We appreciate every single one of you. God bless. Stand tall, bolster up, and as always, let's fucking go Buffalo. Let's go Bills.
Go Bills.